What if the greatest miracle wasn't restoring someone's sight, but opening their heart? A respected courtier possessed wealth, honor, and the king's trust. Yet every day he lived in darkness. When news reached him of a young boy through whom Allah was performing extraordinary miracles, he set out with gifts in his hands, never imagining he would return with something far greater. The king had a trusted courtier. He stood close to the throne. He advised the king. He enjoyed wealth, honor, and influence. People respected him throughout the kingdom. Yet, despite everything he possessed, he was blind. No physician, no magician, no amount of wealth had ever restored his sight. As the miracle of the beast spread throughout the kingdom, people began speaking about the young boy. Some whispered quietly, others spoke with amazement. They said, there was a boy through whom Allah answered prayers. The blind courtier listened carefully. For the first time in many years, hope returned to his heart. The courtier gathered many valuable gifts, gold, silver, fine garments, everything he believed would please the boy. Then he traveled to meet him. Every step carried one question: could this finally be the day his darkness would end? The courtier placed the gifts before the young boy and pleaded, "If you cure me, all of these gifts are yours." The boy looked at him with sincerity and replied, "I do not heal anyone. It is Allah alone who heals. If you believe in Allah and pray to Him, He will cure you." The words surprised the courtier. Never before had anyone refused such wealth. The courtier reflected deeply. For years he had trusted magician, physician, and worldly means. Now he placed his hope in Allah alone. With sincerity he believed, and he turned to Allah in prayer. By the permission of Allah, his sight returned. Light replaced darkness. For the first time in years, he saw the faces around him. He saw the earth beneath his feet. He saw the sky above him. Tears filled his eyes, not because of the miracle alone, but because he had found both sight and faith. The healed courtier returned to the royal palace. Servants stayed in disbelief. Officials whispered among themselves. The palace that had always known him as blind now watched him walk with perfect sight. It would not take long before the king himself demanded an explanation. One miracle had reached the palace. Very soon, truth and tyranny would stand face to face. Sometimes Allah removes a physical hardship to awaken a person's heart. The greatest miracle is not simply saying with eyes, it is saying the truth. The king could not ignore what had happened. One question will expose everything. Who restored your sight? The answer would shake the entire kingdom.